Another one which hasn't taken off, and it's a pain for me because this was my big one, was the idea of digital ownership, right? The idea that when, in a video game, for example, right, when you buy your skin in Fortnite or whatever it is, you're not actually buying that skin. You're not actually buying that item. What you're doing essentially is you're paying for the permission to use it in the walled garden, which is that video game. Wouldn't it be fairer to the gamers if when you bought your skin in Fortnite or your gun or your dance or whatever it is you're doing in whatever game, wouldn't it be fair if you could sell it to somebody else for the same currency that you bought it in, right? If I buy a phone tomorrow, I can sell it to Effie the day after for whatever price we agree. That's a free market, yeah? But in a video game right now, you can't do that. You can't sell your stuff on, right? You can sell it for some tokens or some in-game currency, which is not legal tender, and you can't take that money out of the game. Unfortunately, digital ownership in games got conflated with NFTs, and NFTs were non-fungible tokens, and unfortunately they were associated with digital art and speculation on digital art, and the whole gaming community turned against that. I still think it will make a comeback. I still think this idea of genuine digital ownership, particularly with stuff that Courtney was talking about earlier on about the metaverse and all that kind of stuff, I think that will make a comeback somehow in the future. We'll see. And the final use case is organizations. So we're all familiar with the concept of companies that have shares, and you have the ownership of those shares, and there's all sorts of complex things with, not necessarily complicated, but there's phantom shares and there's share options and so on. Now you can have decentralized autonomous organizations, which functionally are essentially companies, but the ownership of that company is represented by tokens on the blockchain. And this facilitates things greatly, particularly when you have organizations that span multiple countries. So you're not forming a company in a single country and abiding by the laws of those countries. You're forming a company, if you like, or an organization on the blockchain, right? And the only laws that apply to it are the laws that are stated in the contract of the organization.